episode 117 of the VIG Lounge, where the Pittsburgh Penguins will be welcoming the Detroit Red Wings into PPG Paints Arena. It's, of course, a callback to the 2008 and 2009 Stanley Cup Finals, where each team came out on top to win the Stanley Cup. Of course, it's far, far from that in 2024, as both teams are finding themselves, struggling for a playoff spot, I think in the form of Detroit, and being sellers and in the form of the Pittsburgh Penguins, which is very hard for me to say, but if that's the direction we're going to go, I'm hoping that it actually turns out well with a high draft pick. And when I say sellers, I mean that because Lars Eller is no longer a Penguin, and he's no longer a Penguin in this iteration of the Penguins either. I just have him in the minors right now. I'm going to move on from him when I can find a way to trade him, maybe for a player if another player comes back in another trade or something like that. But because you can't trade draft picks in the season mode, which is ridiculous because you can trade them when you do player movement in this game, something I hope EA fixes, because I want to be able to do the actual trades that happen instead of these made up ones or having to move players around to accomplish stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. But having said that, please enjoy the content. If you do, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see the debut in the Penguins uniform in the regular season this time around of prospect Rutger McGroarty, who's joining in on the fourth line and taking a roster spot that Lars Eller had. So will that make a difference? Probably not. But will the Penguins continue their win streak, or will we get run over by the wing wheel? There's only one way to find out, and that, of course, is by jumping right in. Crosby and Larkin have to get started here. Shot by Kane right off the bat, and save made by Nedeljkovic, the former Red Wing goalie. Thomas Chabot blocks it. Drew O'Connor brings it in the other way. And the puck gets deflected out. Collected by Brian Rust, the Michigan native. Now up to Chris Letang, who had the puck and lost it. Collected by the Wings, Mo Seider. Thomas Chabot with a nice hit. Save off of Nedeljkovic. Letang. Up the gut to Thomas Chabot. Who's in? Save made by Husso, I believe. Let's see. Drive, save made again by the Red Wings netminder. I got to figure out who that is. O'Connor out in front. And it is indeed Husso. Husso crazy. 16:25 to go. And the Penguins are starting to get into a rhythm here. Hit on Chabot by Mo Seider. Malkin looked to win the draw, but was not able to. Erik Karlsson, who is leading the Penguins in points so far, which is very nice to see. Wish that would be the case in IRL, but whatever. Or IRL, I should say. Karlsson with a drive, and Husso stops that. Shots very close. Slight edge for the Penguins, 3-2. Malkin looking to win the draw here in the offensive zone, but he does not do that. Out to Raquel, rebound for Husso once more, but was not able to make that work. Pedersen. Now Karlsson. Up the gut to Raquel. How sweet it is, rebound there, but Husso has it. I'm not sure where the puck is. I think Husso finally covers up. And with 13:19 remaining, the Penguins had a glorious opportunity to go up 1-0, if not for Billy Husso. And Malkin wins the draw. Back to Karlsson. But lost the puck. Pedersen tries to bring it in and stop the shot, but the Red Wings were able to get that. And Michael Bunting is being hounded. Puck out in front, blocked by Karlsson. Now up to Raquel. Raquel shoots, rebounds there for Bunting, but he couldn't get it to go. Bunting tried to collect it, was not able to. Puck deflected out of the zone. Raquel. Up to Carlson. Carlson, a drive! Oh, maybe not. I thought he had the puck, but it looked like he didn't. Puck's now being spot for behind the net. Pops out for the Red Wings. Tyler Mott. To Christian Fisher, former Coyote. Mott shoots, scores! Wow. First goal goes to the Red Wings, and it is from an unlikely source. Tyler Mott puts the Red Wings up 1-0. And I'll give him that. That was a nice goal up over the pad and Nedeljkovic. Tyler Mott with his third of the year. And the Penguins maybe aren't out shooting Detroit as heavily as I would like, but let's try to change that. Kevin Hayes now slots into the third line center position, courtesy of the departure of Lars Eller from the lineup. Hayes with a shot, and that gets blocked on its way to the net. Dante Fabro lost position, and Nedeljkovic makes the save. 8 minutes even on the clock. And the Penguins are certainly trying to get that momentum back. And hopefully, if Crosby wins this defensive zone draw, we can start that. Maybe not, though. Patrick Kane with a chance, and Nedeljkovic stopped that. Love that. He can stop Patrick Kane, but was no match for Tyler Mott. Brian Rust takes it the other way and got a chance as well, but that is stopped in front. Crosby. Back to Thomas Chabot. Wouldn't it be nice to see him get his first goal as a Penguin? Not to be. Back to Letang. Puck gets out of the zone. And is now collected by Letang to his partner Chabot. Sidney Crosby. Drive once again, and that goes off the pad of Husso. Chabot with a drive, and that goes wide off of the goalie, and now is collected by Justin Hall, former Leaf. Chris Letang trying to get the puck back. And they did, but lost it. Patrick Kane scores out in front, and the Penguins have some work to do, being down by 2. And I don't know, was that a poke check or a bit of a penalty there? Because it looked like there was maybe a slash involved, but I could be wrong. In either case, Penguins are down by 2. Blake Lizotte trying to change that. Get themselves back into it. Drive saved by Husso, who's played very well for Detroit today. Dante Fabro with a drive, and that's another stop. Blake Lizotte. Now it's Alex DeBrincat. There's McGroarty for his first shift. Olli Mata, who of course is no longer a Red Wing. Up to Cody Glass. Glass flings one to the net, and that's stopped. Anthony Beauvillier. Down to the final minute here. Final 20 seconds of the first, but the Penguins definitely have some work to do if they want to get back into this game. Cody Glass with a drive late. That's stopped off the pad of Husso. And the Red Wings will carry a 2-0 lead into the middle frame. And the stats are as follows. Penguins leading in shots 13-8. Hits 11-10, also led by the Penguins. Faceoffs 4-3 in favor of the Red Wings. But let's see if we can turn things around here in the middle period and not let this game get away. Goals by Tyler Mott and Patrick Kane have the Red Wings up by 2. Crosby wins the opening draw of the second, but the puck gets picked off by the Red Wings before they can get into the zone. One of the goal scorers, Patrick Kane. Now it's Sidney Crosby trying to get into the net or get into the zone. Was not able to do so. Rust had it. Nearly lost it, but he hangs on. Puck gets deflected, and it's very chippy right now. Back to Letang. Now up to Drew O'Connor. Thomas Chabot had it, lost it. Now it's Alex DeBrincat, who lost it in the neutral zone. Nobody can really seem to get anything going on either team right now. Crosby gets knocked off the puck. Tries to get it back, but it gets out, pops out to Brian Rust. Rust shoots, save made once again on its way to the net. Mo Seider carries it out for the Red Wings. Pettersson with a hip check, and Seider's down. He seems to be no worse for wear. Pettersson trying to get the puck out. It gets to Michael Bunting. Bunting trying to find a lane as well. Bounced it off the boards to himself. In a nice play. Stops up, flings it to the net, and there's another save by Husso. Raquel. Now to Pettersson. Bunting had it and lost it. Carlson. Drive to the net, but that gets blocked on its way. And I don't believe Husso even had to touch that one. Michael Bunting with a hit on Patrick Kane. Brings the puck the other way. Malkin has it. He gets knocked off. Gets the puck back, though. Flings it to the net. The rebound's there! And I don't think it matters because Husso wasn't able to handle the shot. Gino Machino cashes in at the casino. It's 2-1. Not quite sure what happened there, if a Red Wing helped him cross the line or if it just overpowered Husso. But the Penguins are back in this game, only down by 1. Nedeljkovic, oh, that was a bit of a risky play, but fortunately it worked out in the end. The big man, Kevin Hayes, all 6'5" of him. Hangs on to the puck, flings it to the net, and that gets stopped on its way there. Collected by Simon Edvinsson. Mac Grzelcyk on this new look third pair for the Penguins with the arrival of Dante Fabro, which I wish in real life that the Penguins actually were able to claim before the Jackets, but good for them, picking up a young defenseman that just didn't seem to be working out in Nashville. Maybe it'll be an Ellie Tolvanen situation like it was in Seattle, where it'll be one of those regrets that Nashville makes. And man, are they having a bad season IRL. Shot by Lazard, and Ochari was there for the rebound. 7:59, but we are not feeling fine because we're still down by a goal. And we've put up now 16 shots to the Red Wings 10. Fourth line draw 1. Nicely done, Letang to Chabot with a drive, and that is stopped out in front. Now we got to see if there's going to be a hit by Chabot on Sherratt or vice versa, because that'll be fun to say. Chabot with a hit along the wall. Puck collected by Blake Lizotte. Up to the rookie McGroarty. Nice shot, but Husso able to stop that. Penguins have definitely had the territorial advantage. And there's a hit on Blake Lizotte, but the Red Wings still hang on to this lead, 2-1. Malkin looking to win the draw, and he does. Now it's back to Letang. Drive scores! A heat seeker by the Tanger! And it's tied at 2! What a beautiful goal for his 6th of the year! A tale of 2 periods. The Penguins have come all the way back to tie this game. Here in the second frame on a beautiful goal by Chris Letang. Gets out now to Chabot, now to Letang. And Malkin had it, but it got knocked off the puck. The Stars came out to shine tonight for Pittsburgh to get them back in this game. Thomas Chabot sends it in. 7-8. Bunting stops up, flings it to the net off the post. Raquel with a chance, and that got stopped by Husso. Suddenly, it's all Penguins. Hit by Chabot. Knocked a stick out of the hands of the Red Wings player. I think that may have been Patrick Kane. Now it's up to Crosby. Crosby on the backhand. The rebound's there for Rust, but he couldn't get it to go. Now it's to Carlson. Scores! The Penguins lead by 1, and EK65 has the win. Feeling blue. 3-2 Penguins. Just came out to Carlson at the point. He was able to sling all of that into the net. And he's up to 27 points on the year now. What a remarkable run for Erik Karlsson as we near the end of the second. Karlsson gets the puck to Rust. Puck's dumped in. Back to Karlsson. Looking for a second goal tonight. Wasn't able to get it, though. Pettersson. Now to Beauvillier. Back to Pettersson. Drive, and it gets blocked on its way in. JT Compher trying to tie this game late. Not going to happen, though. But there is a penalty with 3.8 to go. And the goal scorer, Karlsson's going to the box for what I deem is a necessary trip. With 4 seconds remaining here in the second period. Rutger McGroarty trying to win the defensive zone draw, and he did, but it got back to Nedeljkovic. That could have been a very bad turnover, but fortunately Nedeljkovic bails the rookie out. I know I got to make some changes. I forgot to the penalty kill and power play with the departure of Lars Eller. Let's take a look at the stats here. The Penguins leading at 3-2 after 40 minutes. Shots are 20-12 in favor of the Penguins. Hits 24-23 in favor of the Red Wings. And the faceoffs are now being dominated by the Penguins, 9-5. And the Red Wings will begin the third with the majority of a power play that they earned right at the end of the second period. So let's see what happens here in the final 20 minutes of play. Will the Penguins build on their lead, or will the Wings make this game interesting? McGroarty out to start the draw on the penalty kill. And it was won by McGroarty. I do have him mostly playing wing, but either way, McGroarty has the puck, lost it to Pettersson. Save made by Husso. 1:33 remaining on the Red Wings power play. 19:35 left here in the third. And there's a hit on Marcus Pettersson. Seems to be doing okay. What I think is going to be the next domino to fall, IRL for the Penguins. He's going to get moved. But we'll see what comes of that. McGroarty wins that draw. Back to Letang! Off the bar! And McGroarty was that close to getting his first NHL point. Oh my goodness. Pettersson to break it with an opportunity to put the Red Wings back even with the Pens, but lost it. Brink it again with another opportunity, and the Brinkett stopped that. Or excuse me, Nedeljkovic stopped that. McGroarty, shorthanded, flings it to the net, and it gets blocked. Pettersson has it. He shoots. That's gone. Rebound! Husso got that too. My goodness. Penguins were buzzing, even though they're the shorthanded team at this point. Letang with a hit. Back to Pettersson. Up to McGroarty. Puck gets dumped in, but he lost it. Shot blocked, rebound, Patrick Kane scores. And the Red Wings have tied it on the power play. Off the stick of number 88. And that was just a very hard play. Took advantage of Nedeljkovic being out of position and put it over top of him. Well, Nedeljkovic was on his belly, and this game is a brand new one. Malkin wins that draw. And the Penguins were in good shape until Patrick Kane stole the puck, just like he did on the first goal. Andrew Kopp. Malkin was there to clean up the rebound this time. Michael Bunting smashes it in. Collected now by Matt Grzelcyk. He's not having a good game right now. Tarasenko. See if we can get this back on track here with Gino. The unstoppable force! Not this time, but a great chance nonetheless. Kevin Hayes tried to win the offensive zone draw, was unsuccessful. Edvinsson to Mott, who opened the scoring this evening, which I'm sure was not on many people's bingo cards. Icing now against the Red Wings. Letang with a hit. Puck gets freed up, courtesy of said hit. Now Letang takes a dose of his own medicine. Tyler Mott. Puck pass picked off. Thomas Chabot tried to get it out, but he wasn't able to. Rebounds there off the post. Now Anthony Beauvillier catches the puck in stride. Stops up. Shot to the net. The rebound was there, but it was picked off by a Red Wing and kept out. Chabot to Letang. Now up to Rust. Picked off by JT Compher. Compher shoots, and Nedeljkovic is able to make that save. 10:38 remaining here in the in the third. And the Red Wings have really clawed their way back, not only with that goal, but the shot totals are very close. A power play just seems to be the undoing of the Penguins. Crosby trying to change that. Hounded by the Brinket. Rebound is there for Rust off the shot by Crosby, but Husso is able to cover up. As we see, Penguins will go on the road briefly to face the Blue Jackets on Friday, excuse me. And of course, I will have that game for you. Patrick Kane, the goal scorer. He's got 2 on the night. Carlson gets it to Crosby. Oh no, who had it then? Rust with a drive! And Carlson tried to get the rebound. O'Connor has it now. Getting all discombobulated here. Oh my goodness. Erik Karlsson with a hit. Puck brought in by Compher. Chances maybe slowed up a little bit, courtesy of the Penguins' defense. Malkin stops up once more, shoots it, and it gets deflected wide. Now to Grzelcyk off the post to Fabro. Shooting on his offside with a great chance. I'd like to see him get his first goal in a Penguin uniform in this season. Brian Rust gets deflected on its way, now to Bunting. Back to Fabro. Shot gets there, but Husso is able to stop that. Fabro up to Bunting. Bunting gets around everybody. Had a great opportunity there, but it was stopped by Husso. Now it's Raquel. Shot gets deflected to the corner. Get that pass up to Raquel, who's behind everybody. And Husso makes a stop. I would have loved to have gotten that goal there. Matt Grislick stops up, flings it to the net. And Husso covers up. 2:18 remaining here in the third. And the Penguins are pouring it on with the shots again now. 31-23. But Billy Husso has settled in very nicely after giving up 3 goals. Crosby wins the offensive zone draw. Gets it back to Letang. Crosby! The Wizard of Cross! Tips that magic wand! And the Penguins lead it 4-3 with Brian Rust jumping up and down excitedly. Crosby with a tip right in front off the Letang shot. Who else but Captain Clutch, Sidney Crosby with a big tip. Wonder if he tips his waitresses that way too. My goodness. What an incredible tip goal from Sidney Crosby with 2:05 to go here in the third. And this has been a very exciting game. And Penguins have had to bust out from underneath, then had the lead, lost it. Now we're going to try to bring it on home. Courtesy of that goal from the captain, number 87, who came up when it mattered the most, to hopefully not have this game go to overtime. Crosby dumps the puck in. O'Connor now goes to get it in a battle with Edmondson. Now to Kopp. Tarasenko. Thomas Chabot's there to meet him. And now there's a fight for it along the wall. Pops out in front. Shot saved made by Nedeljkovic. Michael Bunting feeds it across to Malkin. Oh, he should have just shot. There was a great chance for the empty net, but got a little too fancy with the passing. And it almost cost us. But the Penguins hang on and win this game 4-3, courtesy of late period heroics by number 87. What a great, gutsy win for the Penguins over the Red Wings. Final score once again, 4-3. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Final shot totals 32-24 for the Penguins. Hits are 44-34, also in favor of the Penguins. Faceoffs 15-8 in favor of Pittsburgh. And the Red Wings were 1-for-1 on their power play, which resulted in the tying goal. But like I said, Sidney Crosby, number 1 star, came up with that incredible clutch goal to put this game away for the Penguins. Even though a 1-goal game, I guess, is not a put away, it's just very close, but still. Still excited over that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. I've been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. And until next time, I bid you adieu.